When you were there, Denise, what's interesting is you actually viewed it from the eyes of the camera and could see the types of women that we had there. Maybe you could share some of that with us.
Yeah, it was very intense just watching them go through the 3 stations. I mean, the first station was when women would learn how to use their voice. And I mean, just watching them through the eyes of the camera was a very interesting perspective. I mean, these women were intense. They were very focused on what they were doing, and they were very confident. And I thought it was very important that they learned how to use their voice. They learned how to use their voice if an attacker approached them, you know, to yell and to scream and to say fire, you know, to get these guys away from them. And then the second station, when they're learning to use these physical moves, so that if an attacker tried to touch them, they would know how to hit them and how to defend themselves. So I thought that was important. And then the third station, to learn how to shoot their target. I mean, now you're talking about time and actually using a firearm and loading very, very quickly. So I thought it was a very interesting perspective to look through the eyes of the camera and to see how focused these women were.
That's great. And I think you probably noticed, too, we have women from all walks of life. Minorities are welcome to come. We encourage a lot of participation between the ladies, becoming good friends, and even practicing, especially practicing throughout the month. Between the times that they can get together with an instructor, it's really important not only to have the education, but to continue practicing what we teach. So we're going to show some things today. We're going to talk about some other things, and especially, hopefully, take away some tips and pointers today that they can actually utilize. One of the things, too, that's really special about Ultimate is the brunch that we have afterwards over at the Ram's Horn. Giving them an opportunity to talk. And what did you experience? Were you able to share some of your thoughts with the ladies?
Yes, and that's where, of course, we conducted the interviews afterwards and got a chance to sit down with the ladies, and some of them had really I want to say disturbing experiences. I mean, some of them had been attacked before, and they feel more confident now that they've taken the course that if something ever happens to them again, you know, they'd be able to defend themselves. But had a chance to sit down with them and discuss their views. And it's funny, I mean, sometimes you imagine that a woman with a gun would be this big He-Man, macho kind of woman, and these were really dainty, feminine, just everyday women. You know, like you said, there were minorities there, African-American women were there, older women were there, like my grandmother's age, you know. I mean, it was great to see, and even young women, much younger than me, so.
That's great, great.